Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for my second video of the night. This time on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels. Links are down below in the description box. And friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. That's it. Alright. Trying something new here because my video is kind of fall flat. So I have a new intro. First intro of my YouTube career. I like to thank videogun.net for making it. I just like I saw something on Facebook, and it was Facebook or Twitter, and it was like, make your own intros. I was like, okay, let me try it out. So I'm gonna try it out. Hopefully you all like it. It's new, it's fresh after freaking 11 years, but you know, I have an intro. I used to have an intro with my buddies from FBW, Joe Attell and Mike Verno, but I don't have them anymore. It's on my I don't know if it's still there, but I think it's on my very old ancient computer that it's somewhere in my house. I don't know if it's still on my hard drive or not, but yeah. Those days of getting wrestlers to do intros for you are kind of over. I don't know if I can get it from WOW or not. I'd have to ask Joey B if I can. If there's a way I can maybe get some of the wrestlers to do intros for me. But you never know. Maybe I could do it, or maybe I can't. No, but maybe they could send the videos to me via Facebook or Twitter, and then I could download it somehow. But anyway, it's a new look, new for 2020. You'll rarely see it. I don't know if it's gonna be a mainstay. It depends on what you guys think of it. And that's basically it. So I hope you like it, and if not, well, fuck you. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, on this Sunday evening, February the 22nd, 2020, happy birthday to my cuz from another Muzz. Don't know how old he is. I think he's getting near 30. I think so. Happy birthday to him. So text him later, but I'll say it here on a video because he doesn't watch my videos anyway. But happy birthday to him, and if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, on this Saturday evening, it is time, on my second video of the night, it is time for your late and out-of-date SmackDown review for February the 21st, 2020, from Phoenix, Arizona. Alright, we're getting closer and closer to Super Showdown 3 this Thursday afternoon on the, well, I would say the WWE Network, but they're selling their rights to ESPN Plus. So the WWE Network is going bye-bye. So for all you people who are still sub to the network, I think you should cancel your subscriptions now. You know, ESPN's charging $4.99, I think, plus pay-per-view fees, which is probably going to be like $60, $70, $80 for WrestleMania. So maybe having the WWE Network is a good thing. I don't care. I get my streams for free, so I don't. The network and ESPN Plus can kiss my rosy red ass, Mahoney. And that's basically all I gotta say about that. So let's get into SmackDown. Let's not waste any time. SmackDown was another week, another crappy SmackDown. And Raw stunk this week too, so not a good week for wrestling. Well, for Raw and SmackDown. NXT was okay. AEW was awesome, as it always is. Because they are the real alternative in wrestling right now. And they're kicking some ass in the ratings, so what are you going to do? So that's it. So, let's begin. Alright, we start the show off with the Usos. And it's promo time. Was it's time to do promos when we start the show. We have to start the show with a promo. We don't start the show with a match, unless you're AEW, where you just get right to the action. Where it should be. Enough talk, less, as my ex-girlfriend Ashley Marie used to say, a little less talk and a lot more action here on BCR. No, but it is what it is. Old video saying that me and Ashley Marie used to have back in the day, back in like 2006, 2007, already up to 2010. I used that catchphrase on radio, but it is what it is. So the Usos come out, and they're not happy with Miz and Morrison said last week to them, and they plan to throw their own super kick party, and we're all invited. Gee, let me just break out Super Kick Party Volume 1 and 2 and have a Super Kick Party with the Usos, because they eat monkey brains for breakfast. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, it's just those super kicks at everybody, because we're the Usos. Fuck the Usos. So they're talking, blah, blah, blah. They're saying a bunch of crap that I really don't give two shits about. And then, not to be outdone, they talk about the New Day. And on cue, we get, oh, Phoenix! Don't you dare be sour! Crap. And they come out, and Big E, if you would, is still injured. I don't know when he's coming back. Probably after WrestleMania, and he's probably going to turn on the New Day. Then again, he could be appearing at Super Showdown and cost the New Day the titles. And again, crap could come out of my ass, and it usually does, but it is what it is. So the New Day come out, and the Usos say they hope they are keeping the belts warm from them as they put over their accomplishments: 6-time champs, 7-time champs, whoop-de-damn-do. And Big E says they have one more tag title run than the Usos, so they are better than them. I thought this wasn't a competition. So the Usos say they want next after Super Showdown. And then the Miz and Morrison come out. They put over the Usos and the New Day. They say they need a new catchy chant. So they're like, Miz and Morrison, hey, hey, ho, ho, hee, hee, ha, ha. And they said they'll win the tag belts at Super Showdown and claim and make the claim that they're the greatest tag team of the 21st century. Be jealous. Then, not to be outdone, Bobby Roode and that dickhead Dolph Ziggler come out, and we get what was advertised as an 8-man tag team match. So I gave the first segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then we get to the match. The match is joined in progress with the Usos isolating Dolph Ziggler. So the faces are controlled, and Morrison dumps Kofi. Miz lays him out on the floor with a kick. And then they work over Kofi for a while, and with various tags to Dolph and Bobby Roode. Eventually, Kofi fights him off, but gets kicked to the floor as we go to break. As we come back, Dolph dropkicks Kofi, covers him for a 2. They continue to work over Kofi for most of the match. Kofi tries to get the tag to Big E, but Morrison cuts him off. He runs into an STO for a near fall. Morrison battles back with a disaster kick and a running shooting star press for a near fall. Then everybody's in the ring. Morrison gets dumped. A whole bunch of near falls. The Usos hit a super kick to Dolph and one to the Miz, and then Roode hits the glorious DDT. And then Jey Uso hits a super kick, and Bobby Roode is done. So the New Day and the Usos pick up the win. A pretty decent match. I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. The second half of the match was pretty good. First half was kind of slow. There was a botched zigzag spinebuster combination by Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Like, Bobby Roode hits a spinebuster and Ziggy comes in and just like falls. Like, he completely missed the zigzag. That's what you get for sucking. That's all I gotta say about that. But the match was overall, it was pretty decent, so get that. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the back with Daniel Bryan. Yes! And he's with Drew Gulak. Heath Slater comes in because I guess Daniel Bryan's having a feud with Heath Slater. There's nothing else for Daniel Bryan to do. And the fight scrubby old Heath Slater. So Drew Gulak says he has a PowerPoint presentation for Daniel Bryan to show what he's been doing wrong. He's been doing anything wrong? I don't know. So Heath Slater comes in. He says he wants a rematch with Bryan later on. And Bryan's like, all right, I get to beat you again. Do it. I get that match. Yeah, so it's gonna suck. I don't give two shits about it. So I gave it 2 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it for that. And we move on. Alright. Bear with me. Alright, after that, we get the fallout from Mandy Rose and Otis last week at the Valentine's Day show, where Mandy stood up Otis and had dinner with Dolph Ziggler, where Ziggy ruined everything, as usual. So then we see Mandy and Sonya Deville. They're talking to Tucker. And Tucker says that Mandy hurt Otis. He says Otis has never been so hurt and couldn't even leave the hotel. Wow. So he was really hurt. He's like, I'm not going to SmackDown. I have to see Mandy. That bitch. So Mandy is kind of confused with when Tucker says she texted to say that she was running late, and Tucker's pissed. Tucker gets all pissed off. He's like, maybe you shouldn't deserve Tucker. He's like, you shouldn't deserve this. You homewrecker. So he leaves, and then Sonya says Mandy dodged a bullet, so she's obviously behind it. So Sonya probably is messing around with Otis's feelings, and she probably texted Dolph, said that Otis was running late, and Mandy was playing it off that it was Otis, and then she went to dinner with Dolph because Otis was late, and then Otis comes in. He sees Mandy and Dolph together, and he's pissed. What are you gonna do? So this ever-growing saga continues. I don't know what it's gonna lead to. We'll have to see next week what happens with that. I think Otis is gonna get his revenge on Dolph eventually. There's, the rumored WrestleMania card is out now, and Otis is supposed to fight Dolph Ziggler with Mandy Rose as the referee. Oh, that's gonna end well for Otis. And that's it for that. So we'll see what happens with that, and we move on. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get Renee Young interviewing the classy Southern Belle, Lacey Evans, classy Lacey Evans. And they comment on her loss to Bayley at the Royal Rumble. Lacey says that Bayley is a bully. And Renee's like, well, you used to be a bully before. And Evans says that she learned better when she came to SmackDown. And she's looking to change and set a proper example for everybody. And Renee's like, what's next? And Lacey's like, I want a title shot at the Elimination Chamber. So, we should get it? I don't know. I don't think she deserves... Well, she does deserve it, but I don't think she's going to get it. So they're not going to give it a belt. They're going to give Naomi the belt at WrestleMania. In kind of her home state of Florida. She comes from Orlando. So it's not going to be home... It's not going to be home city, but home territory, home turf, home field advantage for Naomi. So Naomi's going to win the belt at WrestleMania. Maybe she'll get into a feud with Lacey. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So we'll see what happens with Lacey over the next couple weeks as we head into the Elimination Chamber and going into WrestleMania. We'll see what happens with her. That's that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go back to the arena. We see the arena being set up with a bunch of musical instruments as we have our first ever Symphony of Destruction match. Oh, we didn't have Dave Mustaine come out and kick everybody's ass. Hello, me! Meet the real me and my mistress way of life. He didn't come out singing Symphony of Destruction, which would have been great. But I could see that later on this year, what this was. With Lamb of God. Oh, that's going to be a mega concert to see. And if you don't get to see that concert, you need to go in a hole. Matter of fact, just in a hole. If you missed that concert. That's all I got to say about that. If you missed the In This Moment concert this April in New York City, go in a hole. Matter of fact, go in a hole. And listen to Justin Bieber. That's all I got to say about that. It is what. So we get Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro coming out with Sami Zayn. They come out, and then Elias comes out, sings his way to the ring, singing a little ditty with his guitar. We have we have a couple drum sets. We have a standalone bass. We have a piano, a couple of acoustic guitars, a couple of electric guitars, a table or two. So Braun comes out carrying the string bass with him to the ring. So why not? He's pretty good on the bass. So anyway, we get to the match. The match is a falls count anywhere, anything goes match. So basically a hardcore match. Starts with Shinsuke and Elias. And even though there are no rules, they go by the tag rule. Anyway, Elias attacks with a tambourine. Then he hits a knee strike. Cesaro cuts him off until Braun breaks a bass drum over his head. Ow. Then Sami attacks. Nakamura cuts off Braun. As we go to break, we come back. Cesaro breaks out the old cowbell because we need more cowbell in the WWE. Elias cuts him off. Sami distracts him, and Elias gets sent through a table on the outside. And Braun runs over Cesaro, dumps him over the announce table. Did not hit Michael Cole? Damn! So he beats down Nakamura, chokeslams Cesaro on the apron, grabs the string bass until Sami hits him with a Casio keyboard or something. And then Cesaro and Nakamura suplex Braun onto the base, and it shatters into a million pieces. And Braun had a cut from the string, obviously, on his back. They cover for a near fall on the outside. Elias battles back, working over Nakamura. Gets quickly cut off. Nakamura hits the Kid Sasha into the gong. Then Cesaro hits a guitar shot. Lays Elias on the table, heads up top. Braun takes out Nakamura, power slams him onto the piano as Elias puts Cesaro through the table, and it's all over. So Elias and Braun pick up the win. It was a decent hardcore match. Braun hitting that power slam on the piano, and Nakamura took a nasty freaking bump on the piano, and he was bleeding from the back of his head. Braun didn't protect him. He took the full brunt of that power slam on the piano, and I feel bad for Shinsuke. Hopefully he's okay. He didn't suffer a concussion or anything. But like I said, it was a decent hardcore match. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright, then we get a Baron Corbin Roman Reigns video package highlighting their many matches they've had, the dog food crap, leading up to their steel cage match this Thursday at Super Showdown. That leads to Corbin cutting a promo on the match. He calls Roman an egomaniac that hides behind his hoodlum cousins, and has never beaten Corbin in a singles match. So didn't you he beat you at the Rumble. Somebody's being a hypocrite. He says after Super Showdown, he will be the face of the WWE, and they're all gonna bow down to him. I highly doubt that, because I think Roman's gonna destroy him in a cage. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, after that, we go to the arena, and we have a moment of bliss with the ever-hot Alexa Bliss. She welcomes us to the show, hypes the WWE Hall of Fame class, which is, as of now, Batista and the N. And then she confirms the next inductees into the Hall of Fame, which is the Bella Sluts. I don't know how to get... How do these sluts get into the Hall of Fame before Miss Elizabeth, Victoria, Gail Kim, the Jumping Bomb Angels, and Bull Nakano is beyond me. They slept their way to the Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen. They slept their way to the Hall of Fame. Thanks to Cena and Bryan. Good job. Good job, ladies. Good job. You don't deserve it. And that's all I can say. Well, I'm gonna do a rant maybe later tonight or tomorrow about it's the second part of my rant, because I did a rant about the Bella Sluts going into the Hall of Fame being a rumor. Now it's actually official, so I'm gonna do a second part of that rant, and believe me, it's gonna be a rant you don't want to miss. That's all I can say about that. So the Bella Sluts come out, they're pregnant cells. Because, they gotta get knocked up. Why not? Alexa congratulates them, asks them how they feel. Nikki says they're excited and happy to be in their hometown, because they're from Phoenix. They live in Phoenix. Both of them live in Phoenix, because they have houses there. Blah, blah, blah. Nikki thanks the Bella Army and says that they couldn't break barriers without them. What barriers did you break? Besides the barrier to John Cena and Daniel Bryan's bedroom. What barriers did you break? Oh, Nikki was the longest reigning Divas champion of all time. Whoop-de-damn-doo! You didn't do shit. Except suck Cena and Bryan's cock. That's all you did. You didn't revolutionize the women's division, because that was Charlotte, Bayley, and Paige. And you think about Sasha, too. And Becky. You didn't revolutionize shit. And blah, 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 blah. Brie praises Alexa and the other ladies for raising the bar in the WWE. Basically, they did. Then they mentioned being pregnant and Nikki being engaged to Artem, that guy from Dancing with the Stars. They said they debuted on SmackDown back in 2008, I think? 2010, somewhere around there. They're happy to be back. Then Daniel Bryan comes out with Birdie. His daughter with Brie. They come out, they have a little family reunion type thing. And then Bryan goes through the ring for his match. So, it was a moment of bliss. I really didn't care. Bella Sluts do not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame right now. Maybe 8 to 10 years down the line, I could say, yeah, they deserve it, but right now, no. That's why the Hall of Fame is a fucking joke. They'll just put anybody in the ring. They'll put Coco Beware in they'll put Coco Beware. And next thing you know, next year, Iron Mike Sharp will be in the Hall of Fame. Ah! And then the year after, Barry Horowitz will be in the Hall of Fame. And then the year after that, Barry will be in the Hall of Fame. And Outback Jack. And, Jim Powers, Paul Roma will be in the Hall of Fame. All those jobbers from back in the 80s. Even though Paul Roma wasn't... Technically, he started off as a jobber with Jim Powers. And then he formed Power and Glory. And that was basically it. Paul Roma didn't really go anywhere. Jim Powers didn't go anywhere either. I don't even know what I know Paul Roman's has a wrestling school and all that. I don't know what Jim Powers is doing. Anybody know what Jim Powers is doing? Let me know. I really want to know what Jim Powers is doing and all the other jobbers like Barry O. I don't even know what. I think Outback Jack is dead. I don't know about that. We don't know Iron Mike Sharp is dead, which sucks. Barry Horowitz is doing various things in wrestling. I think he's working at the Performance Center as a producer now. I think he's actually going to be at WOW in Brooklyn next week. Not next week. The following week, March 6th in Brooklyn, New York. So if you want to go meet Barry Horowitz, go do that. I might say hello to Barry Horowitz and say he was my favorite jobber of all time. But I won't say jobber. Well, one of my favorites from the 80s. I'll just say that. I won't say jobber. Because that would be insulting. And I don't want to insult the wrestlers. Unlike some people do. But I digress. So, yeah. So Barry Horowitz next Friday in Brooklyn. So along with Max Moon, Gangrel, Demolition, S.A. Rios. It's gonna be a good time at WOW on March 6th. It's gonna be a good time. So get your tickets now at WOWWrestling.com. Or go to the Warriors of Wrestling Facebook page. See how you can get tickets for the show. It's going to be a good time. And you might meet me. And maybe the missus. I don't know if she's going to go with me. Let's see. But tickets are $25 for general admission, $30 at the door. $30 for front row at the door. So come on down. Come on down to Brooklyn and meet your favorite WOW superstars. Check them out, some good old-fashioned wrestling in Brooklyn. And that's it. So cheap plug to WOW and Joey B. So I like to help them out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, enough about that. Alright, then we get to Daniel Bryan, Heath Slater, the rematch from last week. Even though last week's match lasted, 10 seconds, I think? Somewhere around that, like 45 seconds? I don't know how long it lasted last week, like a minute. Daniel Bryan won. This match, kind of a carbon copy of last week, lasted a little bit longer. And but in the end, Bryan won with the Busaiku kick. And finishes off Heath Slater. So Daniel Bryan gets the win. Match gave 1 out of 5 stars. Didn't give 2 shits about it. Drew Gulak was on commentary. Slater went up top and Drew Gulak's like, Heath, get down! And he's like, what? And he misses a dive. And Bryan falls with the yes kicks. And then goes for the Psycho kick. It gets countered as Slater cradles him for a near fall. And then Bryan comes back with the Psycho kick to win the match. So like I said, 1 out of 5 stars for that. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to the back. We see Mandy Rose leaving the arena. She meets up with Dolph Ziggler. He offers her a ride. If you know what I mean. And sad Otis appears. And he's pissed! So, this thing's continuing on. This love triangle with Mandy Rose. And Mandy tweeted on her Twitter page that she's a hot commodity. Yeah. She's sleeping with Dolph Ziggler behind closed doors, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put it that way. She's sleeping with Dolph Ziggler. I mean, really. Come on now. That hot piece of ass. She's definitely fucking Dolph Ziggler. In the back. Definitely. If not, I don't know who she's fucking. She should be fucking me, but... I'm happily married now. There's Kairi Sane, so... And Asuka. And my own Asian persuasion. Triple threat. Kairi and Asuka. We don't care! We don't care! Easy peasy! Ha ha ha! I have my own, I have my own sushi party, if you know what I mean. I don't eat sushi, but I love fish. I love pussy too. If you get my drift. But anyway, so yeah, Dolph and Mandy leave, and Otis appears pissed off. So we'll see what happens next week on the aftermath of Super Showdown on Friday Night SmackDown. So we'll see what happens with that. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we got a Sheamus promo. He cuts a promo on Apollo Crews and Chad Gable. I don't know why these three guys are still going at it. And he talks about how he kicked their asses last week. He says he wants bigger game and will exterminate the locker room. And says he's going to enter the Elimination Chamber. Well, yeah, that's been leaked already. He's in it with Shinsuke Nakamura, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and Bobby Roode, I think, is in it as well. Along with Baron Corbin. So, yeah, so that's the men's Elimination Chamber match. We all know who's going to win that. Roman. And we don't know who's going to win the women's Elimination Chamber. Shayna. So, instead of calling it the Elimination Chamber, you call it the Predictable Chamber, mate. Elimination Chamber. Because we all know who's predictable, who's going to win. So don't even bother ordering the pay-per-view. Or watching it. Because it's going to be predictable. Coming up in 2 weeks from tomorrow. Predictable Chamber. Predictable Elimination Chamber. Pay-per-view. If you will. So, we get that. So, he says he's going to enter the Elimination Chamber, which he already is already there. Then we see Chad Gable meeting up with Apollo Crews and says that he won't back down. Nice Tom Petty reference. Apollo doesn't want his pep talk and leaves. So Apollo's like, I don't want to hear what you got to say. I'm going to go back to catering. So, fuck you, Chad Gable. Shorty G. Stupid name. Should be just Chad Gable. Get rid of the Shorty G. Just go back to being Chad Gable. Please. That's all I got to say about that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, then we get to the main event, which, surprisingly, this was the main event. Number 1 contenders match to see who faces Bayley at Super Showdown for the women's title. We had Carmella as Naomi. Bayley was at ringside. Match was decent. It was an okay match. It's also with Naomi grounding and pounding Carmella. Carmella counters out. And, but then she gets grounded and pounded again. Carmella battles back, hits a shoulder tackle. Naomi counters with a back elbow. So they go back and forth for most of the match. Carmella falls with a head scissors, dumps Naomi to the floor. Naomi cuts off the suicide dive and hits a high cross body for a near fall. Goes to the ropes and Bayley distracts her as Carmella hits a head scissors for a near fall. Naomi then is dumped right in front of Bayley, and Bayley is sent to the back by the referee. So like, out of here. And then Carmella hits a suicide dive as we go to break. We come back, Carmella is in control until Naomi comes back with a backbreaker. Goes with some kicks, Carmella trips her up and covers for a near fall. They go back and forth, Carmella slams her down by the hair, by her afro, for a near fall. Naomi cuts her off and hits a really sloppy disaster kick and follows with a plancha on the outside. They go back in, Naomi covers for a near fall. Goes for a charge, Carmella avoids it, heads up top, and hits a high cross body for own for a near fall. Goes for a suplex, Naomi fights it off, follows with some kicks and a sunset flip for a near fall. And then Carmella comes back with a cradle of her own for a near fall. Naomi cradles her up for a near fall. Carmella counts into the code of silence and looked like Naomi was about to tap. Breaks the ropes, then hits the rear view for a near fall. And she tries to go back to work on Carmella, but Carmella cuts her off with a super kick for a near fall. Naomi fires back with a kick and then hits a blockbuster off the second rope. Then she follows it up with a split-legged moonsault for the win. So Naomi picks up the win obviously she was gonna get the win and face Bayley at Super Showdown. It was a pretty decent match. It had a little rough moments with the sloppy disaster kick, and then there was a couple other moments that it was a little botchy. But overall, not a bad match. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. So Naomi and Bayley at Super Showdown for the belt. See what happens with that. I think Bayley might cheat the win, and then we'll get the rematch at WrestleMania, which is, if you've seen the leaked card, it's there. So, and Bayley's gonna have Sasha Banks at ringside. So Sasha's gonna come back at WrestleMania most likely. Even though she was backstage at SmackDown last night, though she wasn't shown. So, but Sasha's gonna come back, even though because she's been filming The Mandalorian season 2. That should be nice to see. I actually been watching The Mandalorian. I didn't watch it because I don't have Disney Plus, but now I got a semi subscription to Disney Plus since my brother had a subscription to Disney Plus, and now it's gonna be ending pretty soon. So I gotta watch the second half of The Mandalorian from episode 5, 6, 7, and 8, so I can get caught up. And then I'm gonna miss. It's gonna be sad because I'm gonna miss Baby Yoda and season 2 and Gina Carano. She looks fucking hot in that show. That's all I gotta say about that. So, if you haven't seen The Mandalorian, I suggest you get a subscription to Disney Plus and watch it among the other Disney stuff you can watch. And that's all I gotta say about that. So yes, like I said, Sasha's coming back. She might. I don't think she's gonna be at Super Showdown. I think she's gonna be on the SmackDown after it, maybe setting up, heading into WrestleMania. But she probably will be. If she's not gonna be on TV after that, she probably will be on at WrestleMania to lead Bayley out and maybe cost Bayley the women's title, as Naomi will win the belt in her home state, Florida. And then maybe they'll have Bayley and Sasha go at it going into the next pay-per-view or going by SummerSlam. Maybe Sasha turns face this time. Even though he's better off as a heel in my opinion, but being a face, it's like Bayley better off as a face than a heel. She's playing a good heel so far, but her with the belt needs to go. I'm sorry. She needs to lose that belt in the worst way. And Naomi's going to win the belt, hold it for a couple months. And then I would think maybe Sasha gets it after that. As much as I want Sasha to get the belt back, she should really give it to Lacey Evans. Sorry. Maybe by the end of the year, Lacey gets the belt finally. A year or two late. See what happens with that. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So SmackDown was, it was 6 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment or a video reply down below. And if you have any questions, put it down below in the comment section of this video or any one of my future videos coming up, or hit me up via Facebook or Twitter. And yeah, I do gotta get that fixed, and I have that picture in my video. I apologize for that. That picture should not be in my videos because, who will get pissed off at me. But she won't see this video, so I don't care. So, we get that. And that's pretty much it for that. So, SmackDown, once again, 6 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of the show. A comment or a video reply down below. Any questions, put it down below in the comment section. Or hit me up via Facebook and Twitter. And someday we'll get to a Q&A. And I'll say about that. Alright, thank you for watching. Check out my NXT review on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel. Link is down below in the description box. So check it out. Give it a like. Give it a thumbs up. And most importantly, subscribe to that channel and this channel as well. And all my other channels that are in the description box. And keep friending me on Facebook. Following me on Twitter. Hopefully we'll get to 20,000 followers on Twitter. I think we're at 17, almost at 18,000 now. So hopefully we can get more followers on Twitter, some more friends on Facebook. I'm getting close to 400. I think I'm around 400 now. 400 friends on Facebook. Uh, hopefully maybe getting near 500 soon, but you know, we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, that's probably all I gotta say about that. So hopefully you enjoy. Like I said earlier, enjoy the new intro. Might be a mainstay to my shows. Uh, it's gonna take a little more editing for me, but it is what it is. So that's basically it. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off for this Saturday night, February the 22nd, 2020. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I might be back later with my rant on the Bella Sluts. And then sprinkle in a little bit of Hall of Fame talk and that. Maybe I might be back tomorrow with a video for get out. I gotta go to my parents' house because I gotta work in the morning on Monday. So see what happens with that. But next week got a lot of videos. Got my Raw review. AEW predictions for Revolution next Saturday. Super Showdown predictions next on coming up on Wednesday night before the show. So we're gonna talk about Super Showdown and all the matches on the show. And then Thursday, and then Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, I will review Super Showdown. Get that out of the way, and then review AEW and NXT. But maybe I'll do NXT on Friday. And then SmackDown, I'll do my SmackDown review Friday night. Get that out of the way. And then Saturday, we got Revolution. I will do my review on next Sunday for the show. So you get that out of the way. Get you ready for the following week of wrestling action as we begin March. And as we're on the road to WrestleMania and the Elimination Chamber and all that other good stuff. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore. And if you're not down with that, fuck you. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace, bitches.